What started out back in February concludes tonight. The final points race for the World of Outlaws Late Model Series. 42 races on the docket, Roger. This is going to be a dandy. Of course, the first 3 rows were determined by draw. The 6 drivers that won heat races redrew for starting position, and I think we need to meet the starting lineup. The super clean starting lineup. On the pole, out of Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Davey Johnson in the number 17D, and next to him out of Jacksonville, Florida, the Hurricane, Earl Pearson Jr.
Starting third, Watertown, New York's Tim McCready, and beside him, Dale McDowell, who's been fast this week.
Row number 3, out of Great Court, South Carolina, Chris Madden in the 44M, and next to him out of Newport, Tennessee, Jimmy Owens in the number 20.
Next, we've got Josh McGuire from Grayson, Kentucky, and beside him, currently second in points, Josh Richards from Shinson, West Virginia.
Yeah, let's talk about Josh Richards just a little bit as we look through the rest of the starting grid here. Josh comes into tonight second in points, and he is in a very tight points race with Shane Clanton and with the number 19 of Steve Francis.
Yeah, there's just 10 points that separate them. Francis and Clanton are actually tied for right now, but the tiebreaker is the number of wins, and that would go to Francis.
That's right. Francis has 6 wins. Clanton has 4 wins. And for those of you keeping track, remember Steve Francis lost the championship to Billy Moyer back in 2005 due to a tiebreaker. So the Kentucky Colonel, you know he wants to finish ahead of both Josh Richards and the 25 of Shane Clanton. 29 cars will start here tonight. Look at that beautiful picture right there. The 4 wide salute to the fans for the World of Outlaws Late Model Series. It doesn't get any better than this right here, Roger.
No, this is an extremely special moment. 32,000 miles after they started the season. It's all coming down to this, a giant salute to the fans. The pyro's starting to go off. This is what it's all about. If you're a promoter, if you're a race fan, if you're a competitor, there is nothing more special than this moment when they come around right in front of the crowd.
One of the most anticipated, exciting portions of any event here at the dirt track at Lowe's, and the Vault World Finals is no different. The pageantry, Roger, that the folks here at the dirt track have put into this. This is the 2nd year for this event, and it is quickly becoming one of the premier events for dirt late model racing.
Sold out again. Fans from 46 states. You've got 5 Canadian provinces. Just unreal.
The honorary starter for tonight, that is James Lee, the Vault Director of Marketing, here with us this evening, and he will drop the green go stick on this beautiful, powerful field of late models that have assembled. We started with 72 of them, and only 29 remain to go 50 laps here tonight. Roger, this excitement, you can cut the electricity with the knife. These fans, as you said, are from all over, well represented, and you know they have somebody out there that they're rooting for.
Oh, it's just, you know, everybody's on their feet. You know, they're not racing yet, but everybody's on their feet because they're so excited. And, you know, it's just a really, really special night. And, you know, to be a part of the original creation of this event and then to come back, it's a really neat deal.
One of the cars in the field tonight, Scott Bloomquist, starting back 21st. Last year, he started 19th, came up and won it after he changed tires. Could that be a strategy tonight? Sarah Jane Hunt, you have more.
Well, that's exactly, Shane. There has been a scramble in the pits ever since the cars got off from their hot laps. The decision how to gamble on tires is going to be key here tonight. And actually with Scott, after he came out of that last chance showdown, there was a little commotion down there in his pit area with him and Chris Madden. And it seemed that maybe some of the guys didn't prepare some of the tires that might have been Scott's first choice to run here tonight. I went and asked him, I said, you know, are you not going to have the tires that you want? And he kind of laughed and he said, I don't know if anyone's had the tires that they wanted here all weekend. So I don't think that's going to be an issue, but what is an issue, it's going to be the tire choice. I looked before the guys rolled out here, and we've got everything from soft to medium to hard, everything in between. So it's just going to be who can hit it right.
Well, that is definitely part of the guessing game of running a dirt late model. As the tire selection, there are so many tires to choose from. Darrell Lanigan looking over the shoulder of the 2008 champion. This is the Fusion Energy in-car shot. He will be starting 14th, and I'm sure he's going to provide us with some exciting pictures.
There's no more pressure. He's got the championship. He can go for the win.
Might have seen some sparks out of the zero car of Scott Bloomquist. We'll have to keep our eye on that development throughout this race. 50 laps here tonight. He won opening night of the Vault World Finals, night number 1, led all 50 laps, and he will be starting in 21st. You can see right there, maybe some brakes, maybe something rubbing.
Those are the brakes. He's dragging them right now, trying to get them heated up. That style of brake works better the hotter it gets.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Vault World Finals, the final race of the 2008 World of Outlaws late model season. Davey Johnson, Earl Pearson Jr. on the front row, and they are under the power right now of honorary starter James Lee, the Vault Director of Marketing, and we are underway. To use, and they will use every inch of real estate. First time around, Davey Johnson brings him down to the line, and Dale McDowell, who has been super fast all week long, Roger, right there in second.
Yeah, McDowell's been great. He's down on the bottom. You've got a legend from Pennsylvania up on the top. The track is extremely racy.
Down on the bottom, McDowell wants to lead the second lap, and he will do so with a power move to the inside as he takes the number 1 spot away. The driver out of Chickamauga, Georgia, brings them down the back straightaway. Behind them, the great battle now taking shape. For third and fourth, you can see Jimmy Owens in that number 20 looks to be a factor again.
It's not just for third and fourth, it's now becoming for the lead, as you've got all 4 guys going for the lead right there.
Top 4 nose to tail right now. Earl Pearson Jr., the Bobby Labonte owned number 44, holding on to position number 2 as Davey Johnson has been shuffled back to third. This allows the 1G of McDowell to pull away just a little bit, and he is doing so. Notice the top 2 cars are running the bottom, and Johnson decided to try the top that time.
Yeah, it just seems that Johnson is running well on the top, and the racetrack's extremely wide, like what you said. If he can stay up there and be fast, that's the way to go.
Working it through the corners as the Jimmy Owens number 20 continuing to hold on to third. Davey Johnson running in fourth. Johnson up against the wall. You pointed this out earlier, especially in turn number 1 and 2, Roger. When they come off the corner, there's still plenty of real estate before they get to the wall to use.
Yeah, the track is not worn out like it did last night coming off of 2 and 4. There's still a lot of moisture up there in that cushion.
Owens still there for position number 3. The Newport Nightmare had a good run going on night number 1, only to break a rear end while running in position number 2. Racer fabricator by trade. That is a Bloomquist chassis, and Team Zero has had a very good week, looking to get back to victory lane one more time.
And here he goes right down to the bottom.
And he's working on the 44 of Earl Pearson Jr. out of Jacksonville, Florida, the number 44. That is the battle for position number 2 and 3. A great battle right now is Dale McDowell, your race leader, a 1.2 second advantage on the number 1 car. For more on Jimmy Owens, let's go to Sarah Jane.
Look, Jimmy Owens in that Bloomquist chassis car, he's been running well all week, and earlier today his crew joked around and they said, you know what, Chris Madden won here on Wednesday, Scott Bloomquist won on Friday, so it's their turn to win here tonight.
You know, Owens has always been fast here, but he's only got 1 victory. He was fast in qualifying for both features that we've run here this week, but he dropped out of both races.
Currently running in position number 3, started 6th on the grid. Still challenging the 44 of Earl Pearson Jr. While they're racing side by side, this is allowing McDowell to start to pull away just a little bit. He's opened up to about a 1.5 seconds right now. Owens still massaging the bottom side of the speedway. Roger, there are top and bottom, testament to the track crew.
Yeah, Randy Grove and his team have put together an excellent racetrack. And I mean, nice, smooth, fast racing. You can't ask for anything better than this.
Owens just took the 2 spot away. His 7th start this season with the World of Outlaws Late Model Series, 1 win, and the leader now in traffic, Dale McDowell, the great equalizer, as he is going after Jeff Ryan. He will put him down 1 lap. McDowell was a World of Outlaws regular back in 2004, 05, and 06. His last win with the Outlaws was in 2005, and here's a battle for fourth with points implications.
Yeah, you know, Josh wants to get every single point he can because, again, that's $25,000 between 2nd and 4th place in points.
As Josh Richards holds on to the spot over Davey Johnson, and we have trouble on the Speedway car slowing. It's Tim McCready. T-Mac out of Watertown, New York, coming to a slow pace here on the front straightaway. Our first caution here on lap number 14. T-Mac will head to the pits for service on that machine. Al Stevens will go to work on that car. More from the dirt track at Lowe's. It's the Vault World Finals here on Speed.